Yeah, we're back. We're back like bra straps. We're in the building. Hawkeye.
15-2 round Summer League champs.
15-2 run Summer League chance. We're
Phoenix
watching
Suns.
yeah, we're watching Spencer's Suns.
They gotta win something. Summer League.
Summer League. They got some good pieces now though.
Yeah, the Suns and the Kings, I think, are the favorites to win it. No matter, it doesn't really matter, but
Fucking look how big that Isaacs kid is though. He's
a little
freaking so
Durant.
big and long. Yeah, he looks a little thicker than Durant though. Durant's got fucking girl arms. But yeah, here with the podcast, late night podcast. Just got done in my own basketball game. It's back and forth, hard battle, but we ended up going down at the end.
Just lost the battle, not the war.
Lost the battle, not the war. What are we now? We're like what? We're either 1-4 or 2-5 or something like that. We're so fucking bad.
Was your team better last season or last time you guys played?
Talent-wise, we had a better team this year, but I was getting so mad because we're out there playing and like they went man against us halfway through the game, and I was so pissed. I was trying to get Silvani and Anton and Glenn to do off-ball screens for Jesse to get open because Jesse went like 4 from 4 the first half of downtown, so he switched to man and tried to smother him, right? They put some athletic kid on him, and fucking I'm like, yo, you guys need to set off the ball screens to get Jesse open, and no one did. And I was coming to the game setting screens for people, and like I was just like,
Who's your?
whatever.
Shouldn't D's be calling this?
D's drop
playmaker,
buckets
though?
though. Yo, D's
D's
had some
coach
fucking
playmaker?
serious buckets. Nate's right-handed. He had some dope left-handed buckets, and he's running up the court like looking at his hand and shit on purpose,
Confused.
trying to piss the other team off. He had some really good buckets, man. But I mean, we played all right. Played really good defense.
Do you guys not have people
Just
that
couldn't
play
hit
basketball
shots.
a lot? Like before, like IQ
No,
wise?
Silvani played college football. Glenn played sports in high school.
Feet high hand.
Low level sports in high school. Like we were all good at sports in high school. I mean, obviously Darren plays college football and stuff. But the only one that Anton got recruited to play sports. He was in high school, but he's 40 now. But Anton has a high basketball IQ.
Well, setting
and stuff
screens is like
that,
the easiest thing you can do.
I know, and I'm so good at them. I was so fucking annoyed that like.
Well, I guess you can be
Once
good at
they
it,
went
but,
man, no one wanted to move around and set screens for Jesse and A to get open. And I wasn't even, I barely played because, like, to be in fairness, outside of defense and screens, that's all I can really do.
Right.
Like, I can shoot free throws and hit a 3 if I'm open, but, like, I'm not out there to fucking score. Dude, I freaking cracked this dude coming through the lane. I could tell he was going to go hard for a layup at Glenn, dude, and I met him in the air. Nate's like, yo, man, don't reach. I go, dude, I wasn't trying to reach. I was just trying to run through his ass and all this shit. And friggin', I don't know. I was just trying to get after it.
I need to get in shape. I want to play one season.
If I can possibly swing it this winter, maybe we'll do Winter League.
When's that start normally?
It doesn't start till like November, December, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll think. We'll see. I keep telling myself I'm not going to play anymore, and then Nate ropes me into playing. 'Cause he's my boy. Shout out to the Diesel. But, yeah, late night podcast, just watched some basketball, perusing and looking at all the latest sports news, seeing what's going on out there. We had the fights over the weekend. We're going to get to that, break that down. It's actually a pretty good fight card, even though we lost the co-main event and whatnot. So, what do we got up here, Spence?
Want to check out the NFL?
Yeah, we found
Best newcomers in all 8 divisions.
Yeah, the preseason's coming up in a few weeks here, so we're scoping out what the brass says is the top players in each division. So what does the top one say? AFC East?
Yeah, votes split between 2 people. Sam Darnold and Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, Sam Darnold's going to start with the Jets. He's automatically going to get – he's probably going to start. Rumor is he's playing really well in their training camps, practicing well and stuff. And Minka Fitzpatrick's a safety.
Yeah, it says corner. Dolphins.
Corner, safety. Well, honestly, I don't think, as Adam would say, I think he's a little bit too tight in the hips to play corner. He doesn't move like a corner, I think. I think he can play nickel corner, but I don't think you should be leaving him out on an island against some of the receivers.
They also have an old vet in the mix as well.
Who's that?
Frank Gore going to the Dolphins?
Frank Gore going to the Dolphins. Keep
Dude,
getting them checks,
he's
Frank
fifth
Gore.
all time in career rushing
Dude,
yards. That's funny.
I know.
He's actually always a good. He's a good. Always, well, probably not anymore, but I don't know about their team right now.
Bet you Frank Gore goes for thousands this year, bro.
So he's usually a good fantasy pick. Consistent.
He's savvy around the end zone. He always gets red zone touchdowns. You just put him in there. He finds a way to get in. This dude right here, that's a travel. They would call it.
So you don't think that corner guy is gonna?
Oh, do I think Mika Fitzpatrick's a good player, but he'll probably end up playing safety. He'll get burnt or just freaking sticked by someone. They'll play him at safety. Kenyon Drake is a flake. He's probably gonna get playing time in the backfield out there. I do not know who Kalen Ballage is.
Yeah, fourth round pick. Frank Gore's posted 12 consecutive seasons with at least 1,000 rushing yards.
He's gonna do it again this year, bro. Think about it. That kid.
That old man.
We got the NFC East. Oh no, look out. Adam's probably listening
Saquon
somewhere.
Barkley and Alex Smith.
So Saquon Barkley's a freak athlete and all that stuff, but my only issue is I think that I don't think the Giants are going to be that good this year, to be honest with you, even though they got pieces. It's like their offensive line's not that good. I mean, he can catch a ball out of the backfield and stuff like that, but like
They said he might have more impact as a receiver. Possibly.
My thing was there was other running backs where their game tape was just as good as Barkley's, like Darius Geis. So like I don't know, I'm always weary about the running backs until I watch them play in the NFL. You know, play against real linebackers, guys that can move as quick as them. Like I'm not sold on you until you're running on Luke Kuechly. You know.
Yeah.
We got
AC North. 2 Browns players, Jarvis Landry and Tyrod Taylor.
Is this what the breakout players are going to be?
No, it's just newcomers in these divisions. So if
Oh,
you got
newcomers
traded,
in the divisions.
If you got traded
Well,
or drafted. Like
Jarvis Landry's a beast. The problem is, how do you feel about the fact that the Browns' #1 pick was Baker Mayfield, and
right.
is there going to be pressure for them to like start him at some point? I mean, Tyrod Taylor, he wins you football games, but I would say Baker Mayfield's a better thrower of the football already. Like right now, he already is a better thrower of the football than a dude that's playing in the league for like 7 years like Tyrod Taylor.
Right.
So, I mean, at some point, you got to play Baker. So, yeah, Jarvis Landry's going to tear it up as always. I think eventually Baker Mayfield gets a start, whether he does well or not. But
Well, you have to at least give him a shot.
I mean, he's the fucking first pick.
Yeah.
I did not see him going to the first overall pick. That was crazy. I thought he'd go to like the Jets or something. Ooh,
NFC North, Kirk Cousins
dude, Swaggy,
being traded to the Vikings.
Swaggy Kirk. Yo, that's perfect for them. Yo, Minnesota's gonna have a shot at going to the Super Bowl. All they needed was a quarterback, dude. Swaggy. Think about it. They went on a run and all that stuff, got to playoffs with fucking homeboy there, Chase McNuggets, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, is it Daniel
Chase
or something?
McDanks or Daniels or something like that.
Huh.
He's fucking trash. Fucking Broncos paying for his bum ass. Like, he was good. He played good for the Vikings, but I mean, he was in such a good situation. He had offensive weapons and a fucking elite defense, like, and a good offensive
Did he get a
line.
big contract from someone?
It wasn't. I want to say it was only like 2 years.
I feel like that's what's
shake out.
happening. These guys have a decent little stretch, and then they're getting paid.
Well, dude, I mean, Kirk's had a good career,
No,
but they
I know
gave him
him.
fucking fully
Yeah.
guaranteed contract.
But
Was
who's
it
the
like
dude?
3 years, $88 million or
Wasn't
something?
the dude on Bronco? Happened to dude up from the Broncos. What was that guy's name?
Von Miller?
No, quarterback. I feel like these quarterbacks have a good little stretch, and they're getting paid, and they probably don't even deserve it. I think it was
Oh no, who was that? That kid went fucking spin cycle.
Josh Jackson.
Was that Josh Jackson? He cut his hair.
Yeah, he snipped the fro off, and he's got a mask on right now.
Oh no, he need that max. He went fucking flying through the air. Fucking yeah. So Kirk Cousins, I think Minnesota, you better fucking watch out for Minnesota this year. Swaggy Kirk's gonna be like, you like that? Do like that? What we got? AFC South. Yo, this is my favorite player in the league, bro.
For safety.
The Honey Badger, bro. go into a system that I think will help him flourish with, that front seven's going to make it so a lot of balls are going to be flying all over the place and shitty angles, and guess who's one of the ultimate sniffers of the rock? I think Tyrann Mathieu's going to have. I think that on this defense, he might end up having like career highs in all his shit.
Has he been dealing with injuries or something?
Yeah,
Said he's coming off the healthiest.
He stays healthy. That's the key.
He must have played all season. Said he's coming off the healthiest season of his first 5 years.
Yeah, well, I could have sworn he missed games last year.
Well, I guess maybe he missed
Maybe
more.
He's been injured a lot.
Missed more before.
But, dude, Tyrann Mathieu, he's one of those guys that's so valuable defense, especially defense like that when your front seven's so good. J.J. Watt and the guy is coming after the quarterback. He's so good at tracking the ball. And he can play corner, he can play the slot, he can play safety. He could tackle any man on the football field. He's just a monster. That kid's such a dog. He's tiny. He's like Darren size. Like, literally, he's like that. Him and Darren are built exactly the same way. He's like 5'9", 170 pounds. Well, he lists him at 185. 5'9", 185 pounds. So he's like 10 pounds, maybe, give or take, more than Darren.
Yeah.
Darren's like that's what I say. That's who Darren reminds me of. But so I think Tyrann Mathieu fits well in that scheme. What they're trying to do over there, he's gonna get a lot of picks. He ain't gonna really need to tackle anyone. He's just gonna have to be out there in coverage because that front seven's gnarly. So what do we got? NFC
South.
Who we got?
Dontari Poe.
Oh,
I don't know any of these names.
Dontari Poe was the long-time nose tackle for the Chiefs. Remember, he ran like a 4.8 40 at like 310 pounds. Everyone was like, "Fuck Dontari Poe, bro, quarterback, bro."
And then Jason Pierre-Paul.
So who did Dontari Poe go to?
Falcons. Oh wait, no, Panthers. Sorry.
Panthers. Panthers defense is gonna be serious. Dontari Poe's a nose tackle, so my only thing would be he's gonna have to play. What would that be? He's going to have to play in a 4-3. They play in a 4-3. So he's going to have to play shaded fully off one slot of the ball. He's not going to be on the ball all the time.
Yeah.
Unless they have packages drawn up for him maybe or whatnot. But Dontari Poe's a freak athlete. Jason Pierre-Paul with all of his fucking digits blown off.
Yeah.
Fucking, who do you go for? Oh, yeah, he plays for... He got traded to Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul's a good pickup. I mean, all he can really do is pass rush. He doesn't do much else, which... He was kind of one of those guys when they drafted him, they're like, he's raw and green, but he's so athletic, it's so big. Like when these dudes go out on a limb and they draft dudes with no skills and just hope they can fucking mold them into a fucking elite pass rusher. That's what the Giants did with Jason Pierre-Paul. I would say he's a lead pass rusher. He doesn't put up crazy sack numbers, but... I mean, he's a formidable pass rusher. I mean, I still think even Justin Tuck's better than Jason Pierre-Paul, but that's just me.
AFC West, Case Keenum.
Oh, that's who it is. It was Case Keenum. It wasn't Chase McDaniels. It was Case Keenum. Case Keenum's trash. They signed him like a 2-year deal or some shit, right?
Yeah, which the Broncos have been signing these QBs that they think are good and then they're bad.
Yeah, dude. Trevor, talk about a fucking death lineup. Fucking shit-ass lineup. Case Keenum, Trevor Simeon, Brock Osweiler, and fucking Paxton Lynch. They might as well put me up in there, too.
I was thinking of Osweiler. I don't know if he got paid, but I remember he was... People thought he was going to be good for a little bit.
Osweiler's 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's going to see into the stands, bro. He's fucking... You ever notice how the really tall quarterbacks suck?
What's his name? Freaking Drew Brees, the shortest guy out there.
Listen, Drew Brees at fucking 2 feet tall shreds everybody, dude. Fuck.
Last one, NFC West, the Rams adding...
Oh, yeah, dude, the Rams are going to be fucking beasts.
Add 3 top-tier players.
They added Aqib Talib, right?
Doesn't even say.
They added Aqib Talib. Who's the cornerback from the Chiefs there, the young kid? I forget his name. They had Namakatsu, Aqib Talib, and homeboy used to play for the Chiefs. He was a beast. Small cornerback.
I have no idea.
His name's gonna come to me. Marcus Peters. Played for the Chiefs. Yo, the fucking Rams are gonna be savage. Rams and dark horse won Super Bowl. I either come down to the Rams and the Vikings the Super Bowl. Is it impossible? Are they in the same division?
I have no idea.
Not the Rams. No, not to be in the Super Bowl, to be in the NFC Championship.
Right.
But yeah, it's about a lot of new movement around here. Of course, no one's talking about the Bengals. Ain't no one going to play there.
They didn't do any
Fucking trash
decent
ass.
trades or anything.
No, they fucking suck, dude.
Did they draft anyone?
No. Fucking Giants
What
trash.
pick did they get?
Oh, no, they drafted guys. They took offensive linemen.
Well, I guess you need those. Okay, moving on. We got Janoris Jenkins releasing a statement on the friend that was found dead in his basement randomly.
Yeah, that's so fucking crazy.
It's just like, oh, his older brother was arrested. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm curious as to know.
He got arrested for suspicion of felony aggressive manslaughter, so maybe it wasn't. Must have got in an argument or something.
Wait, when did he get arrested?
His older brother got arrested.
For what?
The death of that guy.
Really? That's fucking crazy. So, for the people who don't know, while Janoris Jenkins was like someplace else, he's like in Florida or some bullshit. They found a fucking dead body in his fucking basement.
It says his older brother William H. Jenkins Jr. was arrested on suspicion of felony aggressive manslaughter in the death of Roosevelt Renee.
So he killed him.
I guess that's the only suspect. They arrested him.
That's crazy.
But
Janoris Jenkins' brother out here running around killing music producers and shit.
felony aggressive manslaughter. I've actually never heard of that.
Felony aggressive manslaughter?
Yeah, but manslaughter obviously is a lesser charge.
It's a felony, so.
Yeah. He can't comment on it because it's still ongoing. Blah blah blah.
Bet you Janoris Jenkins just paid his brother to off him.
No, yeah, he's got his alibi in the Instagram post too. At the time of the incident, I was in Florida preparing to finish off my promotional tour. What's up with all these?
Yo, whoever this is playing D on your boy DeAndre Ayton is playing D hard. Oh, it's Mo Bamba. He ain't giving a fuck. Mo Bamba's like, for my country, I will play on you like I played back in my country.
Well, these are averages for 2 games. But what's up with these? Everyone wants to be like. These like rappers want to be athletes. They're all playing basketball and stuff.
Dude, I know. It's
these
so
athletes
fucking
want to be
annoying.
rappers.
Yo, they don't want to come and fucking Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard's got them hot bars, bro.
But, like everyone wants to be whatever.
So I guess we'll move on from the football shit. Fucking Janoris Jenkins family out there capping people in the basement.
NBA. There's not
Anything going on in the NBA?
much going on. Oh, the Rockets lost 2 of their forwards.
Oh yeah.
And there's something weird going on. I don't know if no one, because everything gets leaked. So I don't know. No one's hitting up freaking Clint Capella. They haven't even hit him up. Like I don't get it.
So they haven't talked to Clint Capella yet?
Well, it hasn't been. I don't think it's been reported. I should say.
Listen, all I'm saying is on 2K, dude, you can offer Clint Capella max and they match it. So I already tried signing Clint Capella to the Knicks. It's just
Rumor is significant distance between Rockets and Clint Capella on valuation and new contract.
Ooh, Clint Capella coming to the Knicks or the Jazz. Yo, your boy Josh Jackson out here playing.
Trying to see. I guess he was offered something similar to Nurkic's deal, which was 4 years, $53 million.
4 years, 53.
Yeah, he wants what Rudy Gobert and Steven Adams have, which is around 4 years, $80 million.
Huh.
They can't lose him now.
What are his numbers? No, they can't because he defends the rim.
And it's that's their freaking dump off right there.
I am the captain now.
Last year he only played about 28 minutes a game, but 14 points, 11
Hey.
rebounds, 65% shooting.
How many blocks?
Let's see. All right.
So
Averages 2 blocks.
Clint Capella averages 2 blocks a game. And how old? He's only young. He's like 23, right?
24, I think. But he led the league in field goal percentage, but I mean it's kind of skewed because all his shots are just literally dunks.
Right. That's all they are. He just rolls the basket and catches lobs and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, they lost Trevor Ariza and Mbamute.
Where the fuck Trevor Ariza go?
Suns.
Yeah, that's right. The Suns. I forgot about that.
Like give him like 15 million or something.
Word. Trevor Ariza out there. Keep getting them checks.
Well, he was their best defender last year.
Yeah, they're gonna need to get Clint Cabella. They gotta sign Clint Cabella back, or else they ain't gonna be able to beat the Rockets the Golden State Warriors. So
Yeah,
they gotta get that done.
thinking about signing Melo, the
Dude,
Rockets, which he's
why
gonna
do all
end up starting on that team.
Why do I feel like all these teams like they must know some shit we don't know?
Well, I was gonna say he can
'Cause
still
Melo's
score, but I don't know
fucking
if
trash.
I don't know if he can even score anymore.
Dude, sign Vince Carter. He'll score more points than Melo. Vince Carter's still out there banging threes.
Well, they got my boy PJ Tucker still.
Yo, PJ Tucker's a
Dude, he won them a
savage.
playoff game in the Western Conference Finals.
PJ Tucker's
He
a
had, like,
savage.
He hit like a bunch of threes.
And PJ Tucker's a thug too.
Yeah, he dresses weird though. He tries being
Does he
too,
really?
trying to be too cute with
Try-
his dressing.
Trying to be too
He
cute.
dresses like Westbrook, all weird. Like, come on.
Oh, that wicked like fucking
And he's
like I'm
supposedly-
trying to be intelligent hipster shit.
He spent like $300,000 on shoes throughout the season.
Jesus fucking Christ!
He
the
gets like
fuck?
all the
Oh, that's biscuits.
discreet like weird.
Yo, Dragon
Jordans
Bender
and
with the
stuff.
board. Yo, if your name is Dragon, you need to be good. Like
It's
if your
it's
parents
bacon.
if your parents decide to name you Dragon, you're just
Yeah,
destined for
Yeah,
greatness.
I wonder how it's actually pronounced though. We probably say it
I
wrong
think it's
here.
with an E, like Dragon. Dragon Bender.
I think it's with an A.
Dragon.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Something
Hit
like
that. Ooh, he switches that. That's what I'm talking about. What else we got? Dragon.
From Bosnia.
Dragon Bender.
All right. Well, basketball. Let's see.
I mean, it's not much really going for basketball. I mean, the guys really, a lot of these dudes committed fully to their contracts.
Yeah,
for real.
LeBron signed his.
LeBron
deal.
actually finally signed his contract. Dude, you know what's crazy? I know we make 2K references all the time. So I'm playing 2K now, and I'm using a hybrid roster, like an edited roster. And I have LeBron going on the fucking Lakers. They fucking
Who's
suck.
going with?
Dude, they do on the game. I put LeBron on the Lakers. Kuzma's like an 81. Homeboy Ball's an 80. Who's the skinny kid I don't like? It just shoots
Brandon
threes.
Ingram.
He's an 80. They got Brooke Lopez. They got all these dudes. And, dude, they get into the playoffs as a 7 or 8 seed, and then they lose. They lose in the first round every time. Brown's like, LeBron's like, Magic, you told me this time would be different.
Spurs are losing players.
Yo,
Not
Oh, yeah, they lost Tony Parker, pussy.
Kyle Anderson.
Yo, Kyle Anderson, the big slow.
Yeah,
That's his nickname, the big slow.
He's ended up starting on the Grizzlies. The Spurs wouldn't match the offer.
Kyle Anderson's one of those dudes, a really skilled basketball player, but he doesn't have an athletic bone in his body.
They
They
offered.
call him the big slow.
He's gonna sign 4 years, $37 million with the Grizzlies. Spurs didn't want to match it.
How much?
4 years, $37 million.
Dang, just picking up that bread. Where's Deladova? Somewhere Deladova smiling. Whoever got excited, acting like Deladova was good. They're like, Deli.
He had that one
Yeah, like 2 games.
that playoffs run.
Yeah, a
with
little
the-
playoff run where he played defense. Like
Hit a few threes.
he had but he had like a 23-point game or some shit, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a few decent games.
He just Jerby led everyone for 2 games.
Supposedly, this Drebko guy, not the best player, but supposedly going to sign with the Warriors. It's another stretch big.
Yeah, he's a backup.
Yeah, definitely.
It's Jonas Jerebko.
Yeah.
Everyone acted like he was gonna be really good too when he came out, and he's fucking ass cheeks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, remember when Stephen A. Smith, speaking of foreign players, remember when Stephen A. Smith talked shit for months about how he was so disgusted that the fucking Lakers took Porzingis? I watched a...
you mean the Knicks?
Yeah, the Knicks. I watched a compilation the other day of a timeline
Have you
of
seen
videos from him getting fucking super pissed about the day after they drafted Porzingis. And as the compilation goes out, he starts to like him more and more because he starts to play better.
Say he ends up
better.
one of the better players in the league right now.
And it goes from him being like, I can't believe the audacity and all this stuff, freaking out. He's like,
The words he uses.
He's like, he might be some perpetuous wizard of the National Basketball League and all this shit, association, all this stuff talking about fucking who's the guy there, who's fucking Phil Jackson. He goes, he just ain't doing it for me and all this shit. Then it starts to slowly get to like, I mean, he played all right in a couple fucking summer league games and all this stuff, and then it's like, yo, he can ball eventually.
Skip Bayless has those hot takes too.
Yo,
where
Skip
he acts
Bayless is the king of hot takes.
He was all about freaking.
Whoo, Skip.
Forget what.
Come on now, Skip.
Dude who plays freaking baseball now. What's that guy's name?
Tim Tebow.
Yeah, he was all about Tebow.
Yeah. He likes the weirdest dudes, man.
Yeah.
Skip likes dudes is like when he says fucking, I hate it when he says, because he would suck fucking Jordan's dick in a phone booth somewhere. He'll be like, and would you try to compare? He goes, LeBron James to one, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He says his middle name. I just want to fucking choke his ass. Like, Skip's got amnesia about Michael Jordan, too. It's like, you're old enough to have seen all that shit.
The Kings offered Zach LaVine 4 years, $78 million.
Fucking all Zach LaVine does is run up and down the court like a fucking whisper in the wind and dunk on people.
And
That's
the
all he
Bulls
does.
plan to match it.
God, these guys are getting so much
with
money.
Injury protection.
Yo, we gotta get
though.
Diesel in shape and get him a check out here. Yeah, get Nate, get
Put him
over
in
to
the-
Boston. What is he? Put him on the Clippers.
Put him in the Big Three league or whatever.
Oh, dude, that should be funny. Nate would just be posted up shooting the 4-point shots.
Is there any other? I don't think any decent players have been signed. That's crazy though. Zach LaVine, I know he's doing better before he got injured.
Well, exactly. Imagine that. Imagine that. They're not even that good players, but yet they're just set for life now if they don't fuck around with their money. Like Zach LaVine now can play 4 more years and not do dick, and he's set for life.
He's good though, but I mean, if he's gonna keep getting hurt,
Oh yeah, Zach LaVine can play. He doesn't do enough, in my opinion, toward a massive contract. He doesn't shoot a high field goal percentage. At least I don't think he does.
no.
He's not a good passer. All he can do is drive and dunk it, really. And he's all right defender, but it's because he's so fast. He gets steals and shit.
played 24 games last year.
The air ball. Wham, wham,
He went
wham.
17, 4 and 3 last year, shooting 38%.
Yo, could you imagine if Andrew Wiggins had a pair of fucking balls on him? That kid has no drive and no aggression at all. He scores 20 points a game. The Timberwolves like, yo, could you imagine if he was pissed off all the time like Kobe?
Yeah, I mean, he's Canadian.
You want to know why? That's why Jimmy Butler wants out of there, right? Literally,
Yeah,
like he was
something like
saying that like him and Carl Towns are fucking pussies. He doesn't want to play with them.
If Jimmy Butler leaves, the team's gonna get a little bit worse. Then
It'll get a lot worse. He could defend
Carly
both sides of the
Towns will
ball.
end up leaving.
Yo, this kid's an overrated fucking player.
You think he just got money too?
Yeah, he got fucking paid, but all he does is like
got
dunk on people.
He got
Better. He
his
improved. He
jump
started
shot's
shooting a little
getting better.
mid-range jumper, but yo, on 2K, he doesn't miss from downtown though. I'll tell you that much.
he shot more threes this year. I
He
know that for
re-signed with
sure.
the Magic, 4 years, $84 million.
Yeah, so He's young too, though.
Aaron Gordon.
He's 20.
It looks like cousin Robert.
He'll be 23 in September.
And Gordon's like, yeah, I'm out here doing my thing. I'm out here. Yeah, we out here. We all out here. He's all out here. Everyone else all out here. We out here.
He scored 18 points last season. A game.
We out here.
8 rebounds, 2 assists.
You ever see those dudes that like they say the same shit like that? That's how they talk.
Have you seen the videos where they do this
He's
and
like,
then someone's just putting words over it like you were just doing?
Yeah. He's like, you just got paid $84 million. Yeah, we out here. Oh, it's bad lip reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate and I love that shit.
But if you look, he shot about 28% from three the last season, not this season. Then he shot about 34%, so he's shooting
There
a
you
little
go.
better.
Hey, if your
He's athletic.
average is 32%, I think. That's what they say.
So yeah.
Like, if you're shooting 32%, you're not a bad 3-point shooter.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not atrocious.
But I mean, he's
We're about to get Andy J out here. Andy J says that Andy J, we haven't done it yet, but Andy J challenged Nate and I to a bet that he could hit 15 threes out of 50 shots. I don't think he can. That's harder. That's harder than people think. Oh, dude, remind me, we got to set up fantasy football, bro.
15 threes. That's 30%.
Yeah.
That's a high percentage for.
I'm just saying, he doesn't play basketball.
Does he play?
Dude, the best part is, look at AJ. And I tell AJ, I look at him. I look right at AJ. I look at AJ and I go, motherfucker, you don't even play basketball. And he goes, the disrespect. I go, you don't. I go, when do you play basketball, bro? He goes, the disrespect up here. And I go, if we were talking about, like, how many times you hit a target with your rifle.
Right.
Or something like that. Like, Andy, you don't fucking play basketball. I seen Andy play basketball one time because he came out and played pickup with us.
I remember one time Brandon said they were playing at the Y.
Oh, God.
Something happened.
Well, Brandon's a douche, so we can...
No, yeah, but Andy, like, I don't know if he's playing some defense, but he ended up falling into the wall. He, like, knocked himself out at the wall.
What? Did I ever tell you about the time?
Just imagine it.
Andy J and I were working out in the middle of the night over at fucking Global Gym or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Fucking
World
these
Gym.
dudes, yeah, Gold Gym or whatever, World Gym. These dudes come in late night to go work out too.
And he's ready to throw hands?
Yeah, dude, this one dude smelled like fucking weed, right? And he just fucking freaks out.
What?
Yo, and he just fucking
He was
freaks.
mad because of it?
And he goes, fucking smells like fucking pot here. And he's like talking
Out loud?
loud. And the dude started like eyeing him down. And Andy J was like staring him down and all this stuff, right?
Staring him down, walks over the leg press.
Dude. And I go, Andy J, I go, I'll tell you how this will go right now. I go, you these guys go outside. I go, you'll throw a punch, you'll miss, dude will scoop you in the snowbank and Darce choke you and all this shit. He got so mad. I always dudes will fuck you up. They were like old. They were in like their late 30s. They looked like they had like dad bods and shit.
What's wrong with this? He got so bad over the weed.
I don't know. It was something he told me got bad. It had something to do with like his mom or something. I don't fucking know, like an argument he had with his mom. I'm pretty sure. But yo, that shit was so funny.
He's being serious though about the shooting thing.
Oh, he's dead serious.
Don't bet on money. That'd be stupid.
I told him I bet him. He's dead serious.
What
Like,
did he say? Like $20 or something?
I'd bet him $100.
No, because he's not gonna be able to do it.
No, I told him you only got to. If I win the bet, you only got to
yeah,
nothing back. I go,
There you
I'm
go.
good for $100.
If he hits it, then I guess he deserves $100 if he
It
hits
should be
15.
like,
of them.
if you don't do it, you got to run down the street naked, screaming something like I'm a little girl or some shit.
Oh,
I'm a
God.
little teapot, short and stout. Oh, dude, yo, it's fucking going down around here, man. The house.
What?
Just fucking shit. We got fucking gang fights going on. Fucking people overdosing and shit. Soon I'm gonna start walking out to the car. We have to step over bodies, probably. Go to work.
As long as they bothering each other, who cares?
So what do we got next? I guess we can talk about the World Cup for a second.
So you get hit on soccer.
I know no one watches soccer, but we're down to the final 4 teams. We got France and Belgium, and then we got England versus Croatia. Both these games are super fucking tough games. Super close games. I think the one that's going to be fun for most fans to watch is Brazil versus Belgium because they're probably going to put up goals on each other. Only because France has so much firepower, they can put up goals on anyone. And only because, obviously, Belgium has firepower, but France doesn't play defense that well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be a high-scoring game. I'd probably say Belgium's probably going to win 3-2. I think they're going to put up a lot of goals.
Belgium's on a 5 winning streak.
Yo, Belgium savage, Kevin De Bruyne and fucking Romelu Lukaku. But fuck yeah, Belgium's a well-oiled machine, man. They're playing so good. Yo, I thought they were going to lose Japan. They snuck that goal in at the end. It was like, that would have sucked. France, I ain't going to lie. I know they make fun of them historically, but they have defensive labs. Sometimes they're fucking soft as bread pudding. Give up and shit. Yo, speaking of France, I was telling someone and I was laughing so hard. So do you remember the episode of The Ultimate Fighter? The first season, not the episode, the first season where they had the middleweights and you had to fight to get into the house for the first time. And they had all those dope middleweights. Remember it was the season where they had wicked fucking dope knockouts on the show and to get into the house? The knockouts were wicked savage.
You say it was the first season or the first season
it was the first season they started doing that format where you had to fight to get in the house.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just so happens when they do that, they had some of the greatest knockouts in the history of the Ultimate Fighter. Like Brad Tavares fought this dude. Well, it ties in with being French, but Brad Tavares fights this one dude, and the dude's interview before he fights Brad Tavares, he's like, yeah, man. He goes, back at home, he goes, I'm a school teacher. He goes, you know, I might be I might be all nice inside, but you know, deep down, it might be all nice on the outside when I'm teaching kids 6th grade. He goes, but deep down inside, I'm a fucking serial killer, man. He goes, I just want to tear people's heads off at night and all this shit, right? He goes out there, Brad Tavares knees him in the fucking face, and then as he knees him in the face, he pops up in the air, and he just hits him with a straight right. Just fucking dead. But what was funny was, speaking of France, the best part of that whole season, there's a French dude who was fighting to get in the house, and he goes, they interview him, and he goes, my name is Matouche Renault, and all this stuff, right? He's saying his name, and he goes, I'm an undefeated fighter. He's like, out of Paris, France, and all this stuff, and he goes, I am going to take this place by storm. He goes, and I'm going to show the whole entire world, he goes, that the French are not all weak. He's like, and then we don't surrender, and we fight to the death, and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So he goes out there. I remember who he fights. He gets his fucking ass kicked in the first round, right? Like, one of the worst ass beats you'll ever see without a dude fucking getting TKO'd. And he stumbles his way back in the corner, dude. They sit him on a stool. The other dude's ready to go. And they go to start the next round. And the French dude doesn't get off the fucking stool and quits, dude. I was fucking laughing. He talked all that shit, dude. And he fucking quits, dude. He wouldn't get off the bed. He goes, no, I give up. I'm done. And I'm like, oh, fucking,
what about
that was hilarious.
What about the Connor TJ little scuffle? Or was it TJ? Oh, no, it was Connor and what's his name?
Oh, God. Conor McGregor and
TJ's gonna be fighting.
Fucking homeboy there, the one that Amron knocked out. Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah, they were training partners at the time.
He goes, you talk about fucking Fred and all this shit to Connor. He goes, if you fucking talk all that shit, maybe someone's gonna do something to you. Connor's like, you won't do nothing to this. That Cody Garbrandt goes, I'll do something about it. He's like, they get up and Cody shoves him. It was that Tabor guy. He just recently fought. He's been winning fights too. Jason Tamer or Tabor or something like that. Well, he's from like the Eastern Bloc or whatever. He's like he's like one of those Russian cats. Or no, I want to say he is Russian, but he was raised in Sweden. He's Swedish. That's his nationality. I'm pretty sure. Tamer. Anyways,
what's his first name?
Just write Tamer. I think it's David Tamer, MMA. Just write in Tamer, MMA.
Oh, nice. How do you spell
MMA. Yeah, David Tamer. He's from Sweden, isn't he? Yeah. So he's actually been beating a lot of dudes, which is hilarious. He just recently fought. Anyways, look he's on a huge win streak. So anyways,
Nick Lentz.
He beat Nick Lentz. Good for him. Big shouts out David Tamer. But he was on the show, right? and he was on Conor McGregor's team.
Yeah.
So everyone starts fighting. There's a scuffle and all shit. Conor's trying to get Cody Garbrandt. They finally get it broken up. And David...
Somehow it's like it gets super quiet when he speaks too. Like
it's like
perfect.
It gets wicked quiet. And everyone calms down. And David Tabor all of a sudden points at Cody Garbrandt. And he goes, you better take care of your underwears, man. He goes, because I'm going to fuck you. And everyone starts looking around and someone goes, what? And all this stuff. And they pan to David Tabor and he's just got this little half-cocked smile on his face. Like, I can't even believe I just said that too. Dude, it's so good. It's my favorite line in history of that show. He goes, you better take care of your underwears because I'm going to fuck you, he says to him. That shit's so funny. Oh, take care of your underwears, man. And the look on his face when they pan to him. Take care of your underwears, man, because I'm going to fuck you. Anyways, back to the soccer. Croatia versus England now. This is probably the more interesting matchup out of these ones because Croatia's really, really well rounded. They have like this bend don't break attitude. Like you can put goals up on them, but they stay steadfast and they come back and they hash it back. I agree with Anton that Anton had me laughing on the first podcast. He goes, England? He goes, they get cut? He goes, they bleed out and all this stuff. It's like they bleed like a sieve and all this shit. They give up and shit. But honestly, Croatia went on a fucking amazing run. I had so much fun watching these guys play these past couple weeks. They played so good, Luka Modric and all those guys. They play so damn tough. But I have a feeling because of England's firepower, I think they're playing really good. England played good last time out.
How would they have a win if it's 2-2?
What's that?
Against Russia. It says Croatia 2.
Penalty kicks.
Oh,
they won by penalty kicks.
Doesn't show up in the final score.
Yeah, I think I really do think England's going to beat them. I really do. And then they're going to go on to play Belgium, I think. I think Belgium's going to beat Spain or France.
When's the final game?
I think it'll be Sunday.
Okay, so you probably do another one before that.
Because there's a game tomorrow, and then there's a game the next day.
Yep.
And then I think the game's going to be Sunday evening. But yeah, so for the soccer fans out there, I mean, I think that's what we're going to see. I think England will advance. I think Belgium will advance. So, I guess on to the fight stuff, right? Yo, dude, take care of your underwears, man. Because I'm going to fuck you.
So, yeah,
so what do we got before we do the recap of the fights?
Yoel Romero considering going up to light heavyweight?
I think that'd be dope. Yoel Romero up to light heavyweight. Luke Rockhold's going up there, too, apparently.
It's getting harder for these guys to...
Well, Romero's old, too, unless he's really on some of the best performance-enhancing drugs in the history of sports. Like,
you seen Whitaker was, like, accusing him. He was saying some stuff, like, check his water. He was saying some crazy stuff.
One thing I will say is every single dude that I've seen interviewed after that's fought Yoel Romero,
it's like he's like his body's steel.
Say all of the same shit. He's the strongest man that's ever grabbed me. They say shit like they hit him and he felt like fucking stone.
Yeah, like it hurts.
And shit, they're just like, I've heard from all the interviews and all the guys that have fought him and trained with him, they're just like, yo, Yoel Romero ain't fucking human. But I mean, almost every single athlete uses performance-enhancing drugs, so it doesn't bother me. But
yeah, because I heard someone say that.
I mean, he was in the Olympics. Everyone in the fucking Olympics takes fucking steroids. I mean, he fucking was like Cuban prodigy wrestler. It's all he did was live to wrestle his whole fucking life.
Yeah, did you listen to Jerry with him on it?
Yeah,
dude. Explaining everything.
Wrestling to get out of there, bro. Kidding me?
And they put them all together. Even the guys they're gonna be wrestling. The guy who's number one gets treated like the best.
Right? Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy. There's a lot of good matchups up at 205. A lot of guys. I think he could do damage up at 205.
He wants to fight Cormier, but I don't know if they're gonna give him it. I don't know if he's much of a draw. I don't know. I don't pay attention to numbers.
I don't think Romero's that big of a draw.
And Cormier,
you know how people are. I feel like people wouldn't think. I think Romero's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it sucks that he's not that good at English. Yeah, but like, and what blows is
he speaks good enough to.
Oh God, I wish we could have gotten Romero years ago, man.
What was he doing?
Romero, he didn't fight MMA until he was like fucking 32.
Just like
some shit
Cormier.
Like that. Yeah, like he always been doing his wrestling Olympics. But like, think of the potential matchups for Yoel Romero. The guys that are up there, like he would probably get a good fight right away. So maybe like I don't know, like a
Ozdemir's up there.
Yeah, no, he'd probably get imagine like a him versus Glover Teixeira.
Okay, so little beginner intro.
Yeah,
but
you'd have to give him a fight, like
not a top tier guy,
like a Glover Teixeira or someone like that.
Gustafson's making noise up there.
Yeah, Gustafson. I mean, I think Romero would be really good. I'm sure he cuts a lot of weight to make 185. He's fucking huge, dude.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They start weighing these guys. See how much they weigh in their fight.
Yeah, I don't know. What else you got? But yeah, I'd like to see Romero up at 205. He's beating almost everyone at 185.
He's not gonna be able to fight. He's not gonna be able to fight Cormier though. Cormier's only
retire
fighting
by the time he gets into the
Yeah, he said he's only gonna fight John Jones, obviously.
Yeah. Romero would have to fight a few times to get a title shot. So
yeah, I don't think Cormier would probably relinquish it. He said. He said he maybe would fight Gustafson if Gustafson did something spectacular.
Well, Gustafson will probably smash Ozdemir, but
yeah, so.
Aren't they fighting?
I don't know, but I know that Cormier's retiring in March, so he said for sure.
He'll probably fight till he's 45.
Says he keeps that date. That's why he's gonna fight Lesnar, so he can make
would be fucking
millions.
Nuts. Cormier versus Lesnar.
Michael Chiesa, he's going up in weight class. I think we talked about that last time.
Yeah,
but now
he said that when he missed weight for the fights.
Yeah.
He was on the scale and said, I'm going up to 185 or 170. Yeah, Chiesa's a big dude for that weight class, man. He's like 6'1", right?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him up at 170.
Says he felt like he was going to kill himself trying to cut the weight.
He looks like a skeleton when he weighs in, so.
He says he seriously thought he was going to die. He's not exaggerating.
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. If I was in his shoes and I felt like that, dude, I would just not even cut any more weight after that. Like, it's like leading up to the fight, if I felt like I was going to die and I was that far or that short of a way, I'd be like, dude, I'm done. I'd go eat some food and be like, yo, this is what I weigh. This is it. If you want to fight me, but I'm done with this shit. I ain't going to fucking kill myself.
He came in weighing 175 the fight week.
Which he's always made weight before.
He says he usually comes in like 169, 168. So he was 6 pounds over what he normally is.
He weighed at 157, though.
Yeah. No, I'm saying he, coming into Monday fight week, he was 175. Oh, he's 175, and he's normally 169, 168
That's crazy.
That Monday. So he was heavier to begin with.
So he probably weighs $180, 80-something.
Yeah, probably.
That's nuts.
See, Max Holloway slowly walks around with 200 pounds.
Yeah, did you see it when he tried to make weight when he filled in for the fucking Khabib fight? Dude, he showed up to the arena. He's fat as fuck. His head was all huge and shit, and he talks all this stuff. He's like, hey, whoa, why ain't I fucking stay ready, get ready, and all this stuff. I would be ready all the time and all this stuff. And you weren't ready. You weren't staying ready, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they got their lives. They're the pro athletes, not us. So I kind of hate it when I joke about that, but like, I mean, he showed up fat. Like, he wasn't fucking ready, bro. They pulled his ass. He probably He's big for that weight too. He definitely he looks like a skeleton when he makes weight. I'd like to see Max eventually at 145 as well. Yo, fucking who's the kid he's gonna fight? Ortega's huge at 145. How the fuck does he make 145 every time?
Max Holloway's 5'11". Brian Ortega's 5'8".
Is he really?
According to this.
But he's huge though. He looks bigger than fucking 5'8". That's funny. He's got long ass arms too. Isn't he built so funky, Brian Ortega?
Yeah.
Listen, bro, just wait till Kevin Michael Carrier rolls in there. Right?
Would have been a good
That's all
fight.
I'm fucking saying. People don't know. Killer Kev. Yeah, Ortega's huge though.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone's lying, or that's Photoshop. I don't know.
That's Photoshop.
Oh yeah, you can tell right there. Oh, they never even made it to the face-off conference or anything.
Yeah.
Press conference.
It's fucking crazy, bro. What do they say on the street? Brazy?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know
Any
why.
other MMA moves?
The Kiesa says he's hoping they add 165. I know Rogan's all about that.
Yeah.
They're always like 165, 175, 185,
I mean,
195.
if they're not gonna, that's something we can talk about. I feel like if they're not gonna do a thing where they eliminate weight cutting altogether and figure out a way to make dudes just fight at a close weight or something like that, your options are to find some sort of system where like you have to be hydrated enough and you all fight at a relative weight. Like if like you and I, or like if me and another guy want to fight each other, we're both around that 230-pound range or whatever. And we decide on a weight that we get together. We decide on a weight that's not going to kill us, and then we're roughly in that weight range, and we're hydrated. Cool, that's the fight. One it ends up being we fight it. We can weigh in between 130 to 135, or whatever. If they don't do something like that, they're going to have to implement. That was dope. We're going to have to implement more weight classes, and yeah, you'll have to do it by fives the way boxing's done it. See, everyone freaks out about the thing with boxing, right? But here's the difference. There's so many people that box throughout the course of time. There's so many amateurs boxing. And now, obviously, there's so many MMA fighters now, too, all over the world because it's growing. But, dude, there's like fucking, what is there, like five professional, like legit
like
belts,
big, like
IBJFA and
like they have 5
IBJJF.
UFCs.
Right. There's only one place on the planet where you see all the best fighters. That's the UFC.
Bellator's
getting there, but it's not. It's nowhere close, right? And they're more about the entertainment.
Yeah,
but like, wouldn't be as bad in my opinion if you went by fives after 155, because the other ones are by 10. But I wouldn't go by 5. I'd go by 10. 55, 65.
yeah.
Move 70 to 75.
85.
Then 85, 95. 205.
Then heavyweight.
And then if you wanted to...
Could even add a little
cruiserweight
division in
like
there.
225.
That would have been Schaub's weight.
Yep, Brent Schaub, come back.
Come back.
Brent Schaub would get hit pulling guard and shit, knocked out. But yeah, I mean, I would be okay with more weight classes. I mean, Dana don't want to fucking do it, but...
And he's suing Conor McGregor. Kisses. All right. So we don't have to get into that, but Brock Lesnar has officially re-entered the UFC's anti-doping program, which USADA runs all that. I think it's the United States Anti-Doping Agency, I think that stands for.
Speaking of fucking steroids.
So they have, based on the time, because you need to be in there for a certain amount of time or whatever, Lesnar should be able to compete after January 8th, 2019.
Honestly... If DC can make the weight, if I was DC... No, I lied. If I was DC, I would just forfeit the 205 belt for the rest of my career and just fight a heavyweight because he would smash every heavyweight.
I watched the press conference.
Why would you take a chance fighting Gustafsson, who could beat you? Alexander Gustafsson can beat anyone if he's on his point. If he fights the best of his ability, he's a chance to beat any guy. Why would you go fight Gustafsson again?
He said he might want to fight him because... One, they fought before, right?
Yeah, and it was a good fight.
And Cormier said he would fight him while he's waiting for Brock, only because he thinks Gustafsson thinks he won the fight, so that's why Cormier would want to beat him.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight Gustafsson again if I was Cormier. I would just fight a heavyweight. Fucking fight one of these fucking heavyweights. Heavyweights make big money.
I don't think he wants.
You know what sucks about that? He can't do that though. Who the fuck's he gonna fight? Because the worst fight. We'll get to that later.
But he wants. But yeah, Brock Lesnar.
Who's he gonna fight?
Who? Cormier's not fighting anyone.
Yeah, but
heavyweight.
who's Cormier gonna fight a heavyweight if he did between now and then?
He said he's not.
But I'm saying like there's no one for him to fight.
Yeah, no.
So who are you gonna put out there with him? Ain't no one worthy.
But he said he's not fighting anyone other than.
Dude, DC just weighing in at a hefty 246.
I don't know. He weighed more than Stipe.
Like a boss.
They said he. Well, we can talk about that when we talk about their fight, but. Yeah, wasn't there... I thought... Yeah, wasn't Lesnar suspended? They didn't do anything to him when he failed those 2 tests? When he destroyed frickin'... What's his name?
Mark Hunt.
Yeah, I thought he must have not gotten in real trouble.
Gus. Eat
It's eating.
pineapple.
It's funny. Yeah, Cormier said it multiple times. He plans on retiring his 40th birthday in March. Like, he sat up there and said it, like, multiple times, so. I really think, in the way he's acting, like, he only wants to fight John Jones if he can get his crap together. He only wants to fight Cormier Lesnar, because Lesnar's going to sell millions of pay-per-views. I think he really might retire. He's gonna fight.
He's gonna retire, dude. He's not gonna fight forever, man.
No,
he's not gonna pull a Dan Henderson.
No, he says
fight
he's gonna fight. Is not fighting past March next year. He said it multiple times.
What else you got? Anything else in there?
Cormier broke his finger in that fight, but it doesn't matter. We'll just go into the fights.
All right, so now we're gonna do a recap to close this about the fight. So
you said something about these girls.
Okay, so we didn't watch this first preliminary fight. I went out to Wild Wings and I got there. They didn't show the fights on Fight Pass, but this shit was funny. So you can find it on YouTube. This Emily Whitmire bitch beats this Jamie Moyle, and Vinny Magalhaes. Well, apparently these two girls trained at the same gym together, right?
Yeah.
And the Emily Whitmire chick beat the Jamie Moyle chick. Vinny Magalhaes was in Jamie Moyle's corner.
He went over there and...
Dude, the Emily Whitmire chick after the fight, walked up to Vinny Magalhaes, got in his face, flipped him off, and said some shit like, "You fucking lying ass piece of shit, pussy," and all this stuff, and all this shit to him. She's like, "Fuck you," and all this shit, right?
What was it about?
So Vinny Magalhaes, you can see him. He just goes, he keeps walking, right? Rogan pulls her aside to do her interview because she won. Rogan's like, he's like, "Emily Whitmire, what's going on here?" and all stuff. "You got to do it with Vinny Magalhaes over there," and all stuff. And she goes, he gets on the mic. She goes, "Yeah." She's like, "Me and Jamie trained together, and Vinny said he because he's one of our coaches that he wasn't going to be in either of our corner because he couldn't decide and all stuff. And I even messaged him." Hoping I could have a talk with him before the fight and all this stuff, because I was all this stuff.
So he chose sides,
right? And she goes, and he never messaged me after I messaged him like 5 times. She's like, "He's a piece of shit." She's like, "Fuck him," and all this stuff. I live television. I was fucking laughing. Rogan goes, "Oh."
I thought normally coaches don't choose sides normally.
So normally what happens is
they split them up into two little groups.
Yeah, so 2 fighters fight and you have enough coaches. When it comes time for the fight, usually they split the coaches up and the coaches corner each side. Or no one corners no one. You might pick teammates.
Right.
Or whatnot. Like, I feel like if I was still training and was in shape and I fought someone that trained at the gym that I was at, I'd just have Kevin corner me or something. I'd be like,
especially
yo, kill a Kev. Not that I'd be fighting, but
yeah.
But yeah,
but
so
Whitmire girl one, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch
we
many
didn't
of
see
these
that.
ones, but
okay, so Dan Hooker versus Gilbert Burns. That was on the early prelims. We didn't watch that one either, but Dan Hooker won, right?
Yeah, he KO'd him first round.
Yo, Dan Hooker is a legit prospect. A lot of people were high on Gilbert Burns. I'm not. He's one of those dudes that kind of has some okay jiu-jitsu and nothing else, really. What are the stats?
22 of 34 significant strikes. Every strike was significant for Dan Hooker. Knocked him down twice first round. 2.5 minutes, he knocked him down twice. He must have just came out hot.
Yo, Dan Hooker's a big boy. He fights at 155. Dude's like fucking 6'2" or some shit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, he's a big kid, skilled kid. Is he from the UK or is he from New Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, big, huge kid from New Zealand. He's a really good fighter.
He's experienced. He's got 23 fights.
Yeah, he's young, too, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, first round KO.
So let's go to the fights we did see. Okay, so Curtis Milner versus Max Griffin. Did you watch that fight?
No.
So that fight sucked. Curtis Milner versus Max Griffin. Max Griffin is one of those dudes that acts like he's super good, and then he just point fights the whole time. Did you jack squat?
This thing's awful.
Yeah, him and Milner ended up getting the decision off him, I'm pretty sure. Max Griffin kind of just does what he does, just poking and prodding and not really doing much, and Milner kind of just beat up on him. I don't know what the stats yield, but
Well, according to this, Max Griffin outstruck him by 20.
Yeah, because he just throws jabs and 1-2s the whole time.
Oh, okay.
But Milliner won, right?
Yeah, he won a decision.
Miller landed more significant strikes, right?
No.
No?
Most of he landed more percentage-wise based on the way he threw, but
Oh, okay. Interesting.
they had one takedown apiece. I don't know. Max Griffin had a 4-minute control.
The fight was so bad, but I mean, no, it doesn't really. It is what it is. That fight wasn't even all that good. What's the next one? Okay, so this was a good fight. So I picked Lando Venata to win against Jakar Close, but Jakar Close ended up winning the decision, man. Jakar Close has gotten a lot better, man. He's pretty sneaky. That was a really good fight. Jakar Close, underrated kickboxer, did a good job pushing Lando Venata against the fence, beating him up.
Yeah, he had 3 minutes of
3 minutes of control time.
Yeah, most of it was clinch.
And yeah, in the clinch, he was beating Lando Venata. He wasn't letting Lando Venata get his. Lando Venata's one of those guys where, like, if you let him get his shots off, you let him get into a rhythm, he's a dangerous dude on the feet. And he has a wide array of moves, but, like, Jakar Close just waded through his attacks and just pushed him against, kept him on the back pedal, just beating him up. Jakar Close is a tough fucking dude. He was the one that fought Mark Jacasey when remember that kid Mark Jacasey was like, everyone was like, oh, because he fucking had a crazy knockout in his debut. Or 2 crazy knockouts, dude. He fought Jakar Close, and we're all so excited to see Jacasey fight again because he just got done murking, what's that dude, Timu Pakalin or whatever, remember that? He hit him with that fucking overhand right, fucking killed him.
Yeah.
And Jakar Close did the same thing. Jakar Close just shut his shit down. He has this weird style. It's this like power striking clinch style where he kind of nullifies your attacks. He kind of moves forward and just shuts you down. How old's Jakar Close?
He's 30.
30? I thought he was younger than that. Where's he from?
He's from Michigan, fighting out in Glendale.
That's interesting. But yeah, who did he lose to that whole time? What?
Who did he lose to?
Oh, David Tabor! Take care of your underwear. Take care of your underwear, man. Yo, when David Tabor say that, dude, that was the greatest soundbite of all time. He goes, "You think?" And dude, he's smirking like he can't even believe what he just said. Dude, it's so good. He's like, got this look on his face. He's like, I'll do it. I will do it. Dude, that's fucking funny. The ghost of David Tabor. All right, now the next one.
Sunsao and Font.
Okay, this one pissed me off. So Javier Sunsao's like fucking almost 40 now, right? He's like 35 or some shit.
He worked him.
Yeah, it just goes. This is one of those classic fights where it just goes to show you
He's 35.
that being well-rounded is just so important. Because Rob Font can fucking crack, but he doesn't have any skills out besides his, like, he's got some decently crisp boxing and punch power. Sunsao just, like, stuck to his game plan and just fucking wore Rob Font out. Took him down.
Yeah, he basically
didn't really beat him up, but he just controlled him the whole entire fight.
He had basically a round of control on the ground, 4.5 minutes.
But I want to say Sunsao landed some good shots on Font, though.
Yeah.
What's weird because Font has long reach. Sunsao did just a good job wading through the punches and just getting takedowns, pushing him against the fence and taking him down. You notice how dudes don't really shoot anymore? Like, everyone gets their takedowns along the fence. I always get my takedowns along the fence. I never shot on no one because it's like, yo, if you don't believe in your fucking shot, dude, you're in a shitty position if you fucking dude that winds up on top of you. Takes you back. How old's Rob Font?
He's 31. He ain't too young either.
Yeah, he's not too young either. A lot of these dudes are old.
In their primes, though.
Well, they're in their athletic prime.
Yeah.
Like 28 to 33. But yeah, I thought Rob Font, Sunsao's get old. I thought he was going to get a little long in the tooth. Rob Font can fucking crack. I thought Rob Font was going to put his hands on him because he has a reach advantage, but Sunsao...
Yeah, he threw really bad, like 20... He only landed 20 strikes.
Yeah, Sunsao was making a miss move, and Sunsao usually don't move his fucking head to save his life, but he didn't take a lot of damage in that, so big up for Sunsao getting the job done. I thought it was a potential upset. So here we go.
It's a pretty good fight.
This was a good fight, right? So...
Uriah Hall versus Paulo Costa.
Yo, listen, man. I'm telling you right now, Paulo Costa just turned 27. I don't know what camp he trains out of,
See
But
where
if
he's
Paulo Costa, if someone could get their hands on Paulo Costa,
he's 27.
we could be looking at like a future title contender. He has to get better with his defensive striking. He takes hits. And yes, like Hall has got a lightning fucking fast jab and he's hitting him a shit ton of jabs. But yo, Paul Acosta is a fucking wrecking machine. If he can get better at not getting hit, yo, those punches and kicks come hard. Yo, he was softening them up with the kicks to the body. He landed like 7 heavy kicks to the body throughout the course of that fight. The punch that put him down was it from a technical standpoint, from an angle standpoint. He didn't even really get a good rip on it, and he hit him with it and put him down. Paul Acosta fights like a Terminator, man.
Yeah, but he was getting. I mean,
he got hit a lot. What did the stats say? Hall looked good in that fight, but he just couldn't. It was a battle of attrition, dude. He couldn't fucking take those shots, hit. Man. He took too many kicks to the body, and then he was like being goofy and standing in front of him. It's like, move, man. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think?
He hit him. I don't know. I think Uriah Hall, he was just. I don't know. You can't not get hit. I mean, I guess you're always going to get hit, but. I mean, as soon as he got cracked once, it just looked like it was over. I mean, he hit Costa pretty hard a few times. And he didn't look like he gave up, but. I just. I still know what happened to. I don't know. Like Hall for a minute there, it looked like he was gonna be like a knockout artist. And now he can't. I don't even know.
I have a theory on Uriah Hall. For him, he has all the physical tools, athletic tools. He has tons of skills. He has no grappling skills. Let's get that out of the way. He can't grapple to fucking save his life. And his takedown defense isn't really all that great either. I mean, he's fought some dudes that could wrestle. He got put on his back.
He needs to do a kickbox or something.
But still, if he can get better at his defense, Uriah Hall's a dangerous dude, but I think his thing is a mental thing.
Yeah.
He's one of those dudes that's in his own head. When you hear him
looked
talk,
good though.
Yeah, he looked crispy. When you hear him talk about the Ultimate Fighter though, he's like, it's like, okay, this dude's like fucking, he needs Jesus or some shit like the rest of the dudes do. I don't know. But he just doesn't have it there mentally. You know what it is? It's a confidence thing.
Probably.
It's not like I'm nervous and shit like that. He's just not confident. You could tell.
He needs to switch up camps or something.
And he's one of those dudes where if he gets hit with adversity, dude, he kind of shells.
Yeah, he got cracked pretty early too in the fight.
He when he gets pushed, he breaks. I've seen him break more than once. And it's rough. It's a fight. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. A lot of the shit, like, all these dudes that get all fucking bent out of shape and like talk so much shit about these dudes and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, unless you haven't had a grown man park themselves on top of you and beat your face in, it's like you should shut the fuck up. Like, fighting's fucking rough, dude. Fighting is rough. It's just so rough. Just even training is just so rough, dude. But yeah, I really feel like if Paulo Costa could get right with the right coaching, he could be a potential title.
Yeah, he's
challenger.
still in Brazil
185
somewhere.
is going to be open soon. Romero's going to be leaving. Chris Weidman's
never came back.
I think Rockhold's going to go up to 205. I'd like to say, I'm really interested to see Paulo Costa. Look, he's ranked 10th. And like, yeah, he
should go up a little.
If he could tighten up his boxing a little bit, right? He kind of like, he's so fast that he's landing these punches on these guys. But if he could tighten up his boxing, his technical boxing a little bit more, dude, he's going to be a killer. Those body shots he's throwing to his body, dude, I thought he was just going to eventually go down from the kicks. Hall wasn't doing anything to block him, wasn't doing anything to move. He was just standing right in front of him. Paul Costa was like, okay, I'll keep firing this kick at you.
Eventually tired him out, too.
Yeah, and then all he had to do was put him
him
against the fence and hit him with that shot. He was fucking Dunsky. Yeah. We picked Costa, right?
Yeah,
because Hall's a flake. All right, on to the next one because this one's sad.
Oh, early.
One of my favorite athletes of all time, Gokhan Saki. I mean, long story short, Gokhan Saki came out and got melted by the better athlete. Cleo Roundtree just punched him straight in the face and KO'd him. I mean, there's nothing much to say. And then obviously you could tell, like, the referee didn't stop it, but obviously you could tell, like, obviously Gokhan Saki. I mean, obviously he's been probably drilling some grappling, but no grappling to speak of, obviously, because he came from the world of professional kickboxing. He didn't even know how to. Obviously, he was hurt, but he didn't even know how to move right and slide right to try to really defend himself. I mean, like, he looked kind of like he's gonna try to pull guard, maybe. Like he put his toes on the inside of Homeboy's legs and tried to spin inward, but it was fucking over, dude. My boy Gokhan Saki, he'll probably get one more fight. And he'll be done. He's like what, 1-1.
He's 1-2 now.
1-2 now. He'll probably get one more fight in the UFC, and then he'll probably be done. But I was bummed out about that. Khalil Roundtree smoked him.
Yeah. Quick, easy. Oh no.
Yeah, this one was
Pettis.
funny too. So we talked about it a little bit before. Chiesa missing weight, saying I'm fucking done, mom, and all this stuff going on. I'm going up to 170 with the big boys, and Cerrone just be like, "Come on, Yanny," kick him in the face. But yeah, so we had Chiesa. Yo, Anthony Pettis looked good, man. Anthony Pettis is one of those guys too, where I feel like in the cage, there's a little bit of like he doubts himself a little bit. You ever really pay attention to him when he fights? He gets these looks of concern when he's in there fighting, like, "Oh man, I don't think I could do this" type look on his face. You can see it in his eyes. But Michael Chiesa comes running there fighting like he's in a fucking phone booth with a couple badgers and shit. Pressuring him, and he just stayed calm, moved out of the way, landed really good. Yo, that punch to fucking drop him. Dude, look at this motion. This is how you know that motion he does with the other punch. That's how you know you landed a solid punch on a dude. When you throw your power punch, you throw your two, and you're just like, you crack on, you're like, and you pull it back, and it does this like whiplash motion where your hand goes up past your head. That's how you know you threw some steam out of the punch. That's how you know. And he did that. He was like, bang, and his arm snapped back, went up past his head. That's how you know you clocked away. He hit him straight on the beak with that punch. And from there, it was over. It was over from there.
Yeah,
Chiesa fought tough.
Subbed him real quick.
Yeah. Chiesa's no joke on the ground, man. And when they went to the ground, he stayed so calm when he first locked the triangle in. He didn't need the arm bar.
Right.
He tapped to the triangle, but how he switched to a triangle was so smooth. Just turned his hips over just a tad and flicked them one way and just pulled it. I mean, I love Anthony Pettis, and I don't know if it was like he got into his shits, you know, he got to do his like, I know I got a guy for that bag, you know, because he started making money and
coincidentally USADA coming around.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't look like he used to really. I don't think like he doesn't look in shape.
Michael and I talked about that. Michael goes, "Yo, what's up with Anthony Pettis?" This was years ago. I go, "What?"
He barely had any abs in this right. fight. Not that it matters.
Pettis used to look like there was a hot year and a half where Mike and I were talking about how Pettis looked like a caveman. Yeah. Like his eyebrows were like going over his eyes and shit. Mike's like, I want to know what the fuck he's on. Maybe,
but I mean, he used to look. Maybe he didn't, but I feel like he used to look more muscular.
He's always been really lean, but make no mistake about it, you could take performance-enhancing drugs that don't make you bigger.
No, I know, but.
And I've heard he loses a decent amount of weight still for being lean to make 155.
But he didn't look. He just looks different. But.
He's just one of the most. I don't care what anyone says. To this day, Pettis is one of the most exciting fighters watching MMA. He's so dynamic and so skilled. And like he said something about how he's been working on his wrestling a lot and he wanted to get back more to. He got back more to his jiu-jitsu and striking.
Yeah.
And it's like same thing with Cerrone. Like, if I was Pettis, man, I'd just fight the way I want to fight. Like, when dudes take Pettis to the floor, he subs them most of the time. Like, he fucking subbed a lot of dudes. He has just as many wins as he does knockout wins.
Yeah, he told his coach he deserves his black belt. Like at the post-fight interview.
That was him at the weigh-ins for that fight?
No, this was dope.
Yo, he looks huge there.
This picture right here, you can't really see it, but it looks pretty cut right there. This is 1 day ago.
Yeah, he putting some weight back on because he's probably eating. But yeah, I mean, Michael Chiesa, he says he's going up to 170. Yeah, he looks like he's a lot skinnier, man. Pettis.
Yeah, like he doesn't look as defined.
He doesn't look as defined and stuff. His eyebrows shrunk a little bit.
See,
Michael Chiesa, I think he should go up to 170. At any time when you're having issues cutting weight or anything like that, dude, and it's that bad. Like, if you have to tell someone you feel like you're fucking dying,
right,
you should probably move up.
And he's not going to be small, so.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's gonna be a big welterweight. He's probably gonna weigh 180 pounds. Like, so yeah. I mean, I picked Chiesa to win because most dudes that lose that don't make their weight still win. And I thought, honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Pettis is only 31. A lot of the I thought Pettis was done.
Just the trajectory of both these guys too. Like what's his name? Chiesa's going up in his career, you know.
Right.
Looked like that. What's his name was gonna be on the downfall. Pettis looked like he was on the downfall. So I don't know.
I really thought that if Chiesa kept fighting the way he was fighting, that he would eventually be like a contender. He was taking everyone down and just choking them out. Like, and I didn't see Pettis subbing him. I mean, Pettis is a danger to sub anyone, but like, I didn't think that fight was gonna end like that. I thought if Pettis won, he would win a decision or something, move around and
the knockdown
or maybe snipe him and stuff like
the
that.
Submission. It's crazy.
Ooh, so on to the next fight, Paul Felder and Mike Perry. Was I not right about this fight? Did you watch this?
Yeah, it did. Little brawl.
But that was the best Mike Perry we've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
For real.
You look good.
Yo, he fought totally differently. He was trying to implement tactics and combinations. It was a brawl.
New camp.
But there was a technical brawl though. They were going at it, man. Perry fought totally different. Perry usually stands like this. Like his power hand upward and then just lets his forward hand hang and like flicks little shitty jabs at dudes. That whole entire fight, he never put his hands down once.
He's at a real gym, right? Though. No?
Yeah, he's straight out Jackson Winklejohn. He had a legit fighting stance. He was trying to cut angles and take dudes out. Like he looked. That was the best Mike Perry ever seen. Now you could argue about the decision. It was close. I think.
Yeah.
I think it was a really close fight. And Paul Felder looked good too. But man, Mike Perry looked good. I thought, and like I said. He was in good shape, and his skin has been looking better. Like, he just looks healthy.
Yeah.
You know? And, yeah, he's always going to talk his shit, and he's always hyped to fight because he's probably had nothing at all his whole life, and this is all he lives for. But.
Well, I mean, I feel like eventually there's no reason not to take it serious, you know?
Well, yeah, dude.
Like, I'm sure he wanted to keep it, you know,
keep
it real, you know, stay at home.
Training in one of those little closet gyms.
Yeah.
Like, with the Randalls. Like... He didn't have a training partner you could have pointed out. But I follow him on Instagram and stuff, dude, and he looked great. Paul Felder, who knows? Paul Felder is a legit prospect, but, you know, he's got so many irons.
It's not his weight class,
He's got so many irons in the fire. No, he fights at 155.
Yeah.
He was bigger than Mike Perry, though.
No, I know.
Which is fucking hilarious. I said that. They were bigger in the cage, too.
He probably just didn't cut any weight or something.
Mike Perry's got a weird build, too. But I wonder how much weight Mike Perry loses to make weight. But Paul Felder parked the car in the eye for the garden party. Paul Felder's a good dude. He's a talented guy, too. But, yeah, I was really excited about that. I didn't think, honestly, we picked Paul Felder to win, but Mike Perry looked great. How old's Mike Perry now?
26.
He's 26. I always forget that. You better stick with Jackson and Wings, man. I wonder if they got a bonus.
I think he did. No, he didn't.
No.
I think Costa got one, Cormier got one. They gave out 4 bonuses, I think, instead of doing fight of the night because there were so many decent fights.
Yeah, so, I mean, Mike Perry's not ranked anymore, but he probably will be.
He
probably will be after that fight.
Yeah, swap.
Paul Felder is what? Ranked what?
14th says it this.
14th? It might be what his ranking was at 55.
You think he... let's see. Probably. Yeah, number 14. Yeah, lightweight.
Yeah, lightweight, yeah. Paul Felder's a cool dude. He's really talented. But if I was Paul Felder, he apparently, from what I've read, that like tons of sports channels and stuff are trying to pick him up to be a commentator and sportscaster. And it's like, what are you doing fighting, dude? How old is he?
34.
34? Looking like Patrick, the real deal McCreel out here. Shout out to Pat. I know you're not listening.
Fight of the night?
Oh, yeah. Fight of the night. Hashtag worst fight I've ever seen in my entire life. Yo, people want to talk shit about Woodley and shit, and other guys have been boring, yo. You know that Damian Maia fight with Tyron Woodley? Woodley broke his shoulder in that fight, and then Damian Maia was trying the whole entire time.
Right.
He was fucking trying. He kept trying to take him down, kept trying to fight, kept throwing punches. Ngannou and Lewis fucking stood at each other. Stood and looked at each other the whole fight.
Yeah, Derek Lewis has a little bit of an excuse, but I don't know about Ngannou.
What's Derek Lewis' excuse?
Well, he's pulled out for of a fight before because of his back,
Yeah.
and I guess his back was really bothering him. But yeah, I guess he's missed a fight
Yeah, but
before.
like, why are you gonna worry about your back bothering you when you got fucking?
He tried a little bit.
You got the fucking Cameroonian fucking death across the
He
fucking
did try
way from
more
you.
than Ngannou did, though.
He
was throwing
did.
head
Like, he
kicks,
threw more punches. He was
crazy
throwing those
switch kicks. Like, what was he
stupid switch kicks that
doing? Rogan's like, he's
Only
got a pretty
two
good
dudes-
switch kick.
only two dudes can land in the fucking. The only time I ever see someone land a switch kick, I've seen Conor McGregor land it, I've seen Stephen Thompson land it, and I've seen Paige Van Zandt. Yo, speaking of Paige Van Zandt, that dumb broad. Remember when she fucking knocked Homegirl out with the switch kick? She knocked Homegirl out with the switch kick, and then her next fight out, that she threw the switch kick like 80 times. And
Thinking it was like a thing.
Rogan goes, "Don't you guys set those up?" He's like, after a while, she might want to stop doing that. It's like, Jesus. But yeah, Ngannou and Lewis, they just fucking stood around. And like Lewis threw some punches at certain points and was trying a little bit, but like Ngannou didn't do shit. Did Ngannou throw any punches?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna find it on here. This website sucks for this. I mean, 11. Well, he threw 40 something, but he landed 11.
Ngannou landed 11 punches out of 40. How many did Homeboy
Derek
throw?
Lewis landed 20 out of 50 something, 54.
He threw 50 something strikes. It didn't look like it. But yeah, that was. I mean, I feel like if my back hurt that bad,
I guess it depends how bad.
I'd just be swinging on Ngannou and be like, "Fuck it, dude. I ain't gonna fucking even a fucking stretcher."
Francis Ngannou breaks silence. See what he says.
He's probably like, "I'm very disappointed."
I'm not proud of my last performance. I've carried my fear from last fight to this one. I completely understand the frustration and anger that caused to my fans.
He looked a little
teammates,
shook.
family and friends. Sure, sorry, I won't let you down again. All I can do is prove myself and make you proud
He
again.
looked like Leo Messi in the World Cup. So yeah, that was the word. That was that was one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, for real. That fight was. I was so excited for that fight, and it fucking sucked.
Oh, yeah, Derek Lewis is being real about it, though.
Yeah,
Says
yo,
terrible performance. Says I need to stop fighting and learn some technique.
he kept it a buck.
Yeah,
8 more
says,
92 with it.
I need to sit down somewhere and learn some technique or something. I don't deserve to call anyone out.
He kept it 8 less than 108. He's like, I'll go back. Remember the last interview he did when he won in the Octagon, and he's like, "Baby, I'm
What is
coming
it?
home." He goes, "And I'm gonna go deep," or something like that to her on live television. He goes, "I'm gonna get deep with that ass, girl," and all this stuff. I was like, "Oh, easy, Derek." She's probably sitting at home. She's like, "Hercules." Like, and then, okay, so obviously we're at the main event. And this I thought this was wicked interesting because if you remember when we broke it down, this fight went exactly how I said it was going to go, but DC ended up knocking out fucking Stipe.
Yeah.
And like, can we just talk about how skilled of a fighter DC is? DC comes in, popping these jabs off where he has to extend his whole entire body, dude. You see that? Almost like a ballerina, like a ballerina move. He like hops forward and flicks his whole entire body sideways to get the jab off. And he was jabbing the shit out of Stipe. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes, the speed definitely came through there.
Dude.
He was just popping them. And I don't know if Stipe, I don't know about, didn't look like, I don't know. It was a weird kind of fight. People are saying it's fixed, but who am I? Stipe looked good in the beginning of it, but Cormier said he was just feeling him out. That's why he was losing in the beginning of that fight. But I don't know.
Yeah, so another thing I was going to say was DC did such a good job. DC does this thing kind of to get in on these guys. So Dominic Cruz, it reminds me of the heavyweight version of what Dominic Cruz does, right? So Dominic Cruz does these moves that are called bumps, where sets everyone's lightning fast in his weight class. Dominic Cruz does these little things where he bumps to the right or the left to the outside foot of a guy, right? So that the guy can't hit you with the cross, and that you're one move away from like a power kick if they manage to still get it there, even though the power kick's so far away. So what he'll do is he usually likes the bump to the side of your lead foot. So if you're standing left-handed, he's going to bump to your left-hand side, right? Bump outside, and he's just doing it to move to get you to see how you move. DC does that to big dudes that are bigger than him, these 205 guys, these heavyweight guys, but he bumps them. He does this thing where he snaps the jab, then he slides in and gives a real physical bump to them and gets the clinch. It's really interesting to see, and he like ducks real low and gives them this little thud, and then comes up underneath grabbing. A lot of times he grabs underhooks right away.
I say he's really good
because he's so short. He just comes right up under the guys. He bumps the dudes, gives them little underhooks. A lot of times he does it so good, dudes are throwing shots over him. Like, he times it right. Like, when he did it to Stipe a couple times, where Stipe would amount some offense, and he would just duck under the punches and give a little side shuffle and just be right there. Grab underhooks and just start working from the clinch or the single collar tie he likes.
Yeah.
So I thought, though, that when he would get in close, I thought that he was going to have trouble because of Stipe's power, and Stipe's an accurate puncher.
He was hitting him.
And he was doing that high elbow guard where he's going like this.
Yeah.
And he's like guarding his chin and face with his tits and his shoulder, his deltoids, and bending his arms slightly, right? So that his hands are like this, so he can guard from the shots and any looping shots over the top. And just come forward,
get inside,
and wade inside.
Yeah.
Yo, DC's a fucking savvy motherfucker, man. And then once he got those collar ties, dude, he just started going to work. And dude, he generated so much power from such a small spot.
Yeah, he said he was very confident after he felt the speed and power of Stipe, and he said Stipe obviously hits hard, but he said he wasn't hitting that hard. He said it didn't hurt. He was kind of confused, and then that's when he got confident and started just backing him down.
And it was just crazy to see. He's got a lot of, his timing is so good mixed with these little techniques he uses. These little techniques he uses to get inside on guys. And then once he gets there, he's so strong, dude. He just grabbed Stipe by the scruff of his neck. It was just punching him in the face.
Yeah,
and
they
I was
used,
like, what the fuck?
They used a tendency that they noticed that he has, Cormier himself has, where when he has that clinch and he always uppercuts everyone.
Yeah.
So he said what he did eventually knocked him out with. He'd uppercut, and then he did that overhand
over the opposing hand to go over the top with the hook.
And then I didn't see the angle, but he said that Stipe was expecting another uppercut, so that's what he called him with.
He shot a couple up in there, then came over the top.
Yep,
and dude, when he hit him,
he said he was knocking out all his training partners, so he kept the weight on.
You should have seen the look on Nate's face, man. Like Lindsay was making fun of all of us because Nate and I are like this, and Corder like watching like this. Dude, Nate's face when Stipe went down. Nate went like this. When Stipe got hit and went to the floor,
Nate felt it?
No, yeah, Nate goes like this. I just see Nate goes, oh, like this. He's like holding out of the table. And then when DC finished him off, Nate just puts his head down. Dude, I was like, oh.
Like those first, right in the beginning, like the first 2 times Cormier hit him, dude, I don't know what, but Stipe's face was like,
oh, fuck.
Oh, my. He was already like, well, his face was already swelling up. I'm like, how hard is he hitting him?
DC's just walking down, snapping off those dad bod ballerina jabs, dude. Like, and they come so lightning fast.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't lose any speed putting 50 pounds on.
So DC might be my favorite fighter of all time.
Dude, when the
dude,
frickin',
he's fucking awesome, man.
When the cornball Brock Lesnar came in there acting like an idiot, Cormier said it wasn't planned.
Did it look so planned? Like, was DC that surprised that Brock came in there? Did you see DC's face when he shunned him? He like laughed.
I don't think
it was almost like, like the moment was so cheesy that DC was trying to hold a laugh back.
I think that it was planned, but I think Brett or Lesnar might have overreacted. He was acting like an idiot. I'm like, what is this guy doing? But I guess that's the WWE crap.
Dude, fucking DC's like, the dinosaur age is over and all this stuff. You come in, he's like, I'm gonna knock your
scared.
ass out.
I know he's not scared of anybody, dude. But
Yo, he'll fuck Brock Lesnar up.
I know Lesnar obviously looks huge right now too because he probably weighs 300 pounds, but he looks like literally twice his size.
Yo,
and then Cormier's
DC will bend Brock over.
You see Cormier's like boxing coach or whoever that is, the short guy, shove Lesnar.
Shove Lesnar.
You guys
pull it up. Pull it up.
And the guy's literally 5'2", I think.
Pull it up. We gotta see this. Shoved Lesnar. But dude, yeah, I'd love to see them fight. Dude, that would make so much money.
This guy right here.
He goes, Brock Lesnar, get your ass. I love when he talks shit. Everyone hates it, thinks it's corny.
He is a wrestling fan though, Cormier. So watch right here.
Oh, that dude, yeah.
Ready. This was stupid too. He didn't want no sleep either.
That's dope when he throws the fucking mic. Well, the best part was he just broke Joe Rogan's hand, but that's all good. So, Brock Lesnar so obviously from an entertainment standpoint, Brock Lesnar fucking loves it, dude. You want to know why? Okay, so is Brock Lesnar not one of the most interesting people on the planet? Because, like, have you heard people talk about him, what he's like when he's not entertaining?
No.
Like, apparently he's a nice guy and stuff like that. But, like, he lives in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota,
or something like that.
Hangs out with his wife and kids, and just, like, hunts and fishes every day. And, like, he's just such a fucking normal dude.
I think you have to do that when you're in the limelight all the time, jeez.
But he loves to entertain, dude. All that shit you just seen right there. He knows he's one of the ultimate savages on the planet. He loves to play the ultimate savage. And it comes out. Like, his dad probably beat the shit out of him when he was a kid.
Because Cormier said it wasn't rigged and stuff. And he said he was caught off guard because he's known him for like 20 years, like back in the wrestling days.
Yeah, he was all like, hey, Brock, we used to break bread together. Brock, what we doing?
So, yeah. And they used to talk crap to each other based on who. And Cormier said he would beat him up all the time.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious. But yeah, but Brock, but there's like the entertainment side of Brock. He loves it, and he's so good at it. He gets in there and just like looks all big and mean, talks shit to everyone, right? But Brock, from a fighter standpoint, he was a legit fighter, right?
Oh, yeah.
He beat dudes down.
I think it's stupid that
he beat the fuck up out of everyone and shit. Like, you can't knock how good he was as a fighter, even though he could have been a lot better if he had been a fighter from the beginning. But
I think it's stupid how he just gets these, like, fights, though. I know it's all about money,
he's
but
larger than life, bro. It's Brock Lesnar.
I don't know, but there's no integrity when it comes to that at the top.
Right. But my thing is, from a fighter standpoint, it's like, Cain Velasquez beat the fucking shit out of him.
Yeah, man.
And it's like the reason why Brock lost to Cain because he was fighting a lot of dudes that weren't skilled enough mixed with athleticism to beat Brock. Brock was so athletic and such a machine and could wrestle his ass off and shit that, like, dudes couldn't beat him until a really well-rounded fighter that has cardio that can wrestle came along. Cain just wasn't fucking scared of him either. I felt like a lot of dudes were beat when they fought Brock already, except for Alistair Overeem. That too, Alistair Overeem beat the fucking shit out of him. I thought Alistair Overeem was going to send his...
Frank Mir beat him.
He beat Frank. Okay, he was beating Frank's ass, and Frank fucking heel hooked him or fucking ankle locked him or something and subbed him. Then he got Frank back, beat shit out of Frank, dude. He beat the fuck out of Frank. He beat the shit. Who was the one dude he really beat the fuck out? Was it Randy Couture? He had Randy Couture against the fuck corner of the fence, just pounded fucking dentures out of his ass.
Yeah, I just want DC to beat him up too.
Oh yeah, DC will fuck him up. DC will beat his fucking ass.
Make a few more mil. Hopefully.
You know how much money that'll make? A few mil. Kidding me? Stack that fight onto a couple fucking championship fights and fucking New Year's.
Yeah, I forgot to get money. Based on the other stuff, too. Well, I got the salaries up here, the disclosed salaries for this fight cards.
How much were
Cormier made $500,000.
There you go.
Just disclosed, which doesn't
That's just on
everything.
the night, though. That's not contract and all that stuff.
All that crap. Stipe got $750,000.
Bang, bang. Shout out to Stipe having a new baby.
Derek Lewis got $260,000 with his
for doing nothing.
win bonus. Ngannou got 100,000.
Wait, Derek Lewis got a win bonus?
Yeah.
How'd Derek Lewis get a win bonus?
No, just their.
Oh,
They're
okay,
for
because he
the win.
won. Duh, the fuck,
Yeah.
I thought you meant a bonus.
No. Mike Perry got 80,000 for his 40,000 times 2 for his win bonus. Anthony Pettis got 290,000.
Yeah, because he's marketable and he's a he's a former champ.
Right.
People tune in to
Kiss
watch
only
Anthony
got
Pettis.
25,000 because he got most of it taken away.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Yeah.
Well, not most of it, but a good chunk. Roundtree got 38,000.
Gokhan Saki's going back to fucking Turkey.
They gave him 85 grand though.
Yeah, Kasaki, the people know for kickboxing.
Paul Costa got 110,000 with
There you
his
go.
win bonus.
There you go.
Sunsao got 130,000 with his.
Wow.
Anyone?
These fighters don't make trash down here at the bottom,
Yeah,
dude.
it sucks.
Of course, the girls get paid the least.
That chick got 20 grand for her win.
But yeah, so let's I guess let's wrap and see what fights are coming up.
There's fights in 2 weeks, I think. Let's see. Or 3 weeks, I think.
Let's see what pay-per-views there are.
There's
Wait,
a fight
fucking-
night coming up.
Wait, what? Junior Santos is fighting somebody?
Yeah, he's fighting that. I think he's fighting that Russian dude. Hold on.
Blagoy Ivanov? Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. I seen him on the.
Look Blago Ivanov up.
I seen just his little promo, dude. He's freaking dropping dudes. Oh, let's look at a picture of him. He's 5'11".
Really?
This guy right here. Former World Series of Fight heavyweight champ.
What would you do if this dude just comes out and just slings serious leather or some shit? Here we go. Let's find out what Blago Ivanov's all about. He just looks like he's got heavy hands. Oh, against Sean Jordan. Poor Sean Jordan.
This dude's got bullet scars on his freaking chest.
He's like, I'm for the streets of Dagestan. Me and my countrymen. We do not know about love. This dude's got a dad bod too.
It's the
Yo,
new style.
I can tell by the way this dude moves. Junior's gonna fuck this dude up.
Has Junior fought recently? Is he?
No, but Junior's dangerous still.
No, I know. I just know he's been at a hard time since
Although
World Wars.
Junior doesn't have the chin he used to have. Look at Sean Jordan. Ooh, that dude's fucking got heavy shots, bro.
16-1. They're hyping him up though. The UFC is.
Oh,
Cause I keep seeing promos on him. I'm like, I don't even heard of this guy. They're promoting him more than freaking Junior Dos Santos. Did like a video. He had like a voiceover on it and everything. All right.
was he gonna knock him out or what?
Yeah, it's. Oh god, what
Oh, it's
happened
coming
here?
up. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Dad. He'll probably get smoked by Junior.
But yeah, that's a fight night coming up. But then another. Actually, hold on.
Was there like a pay-per-view coming up or no? Isn't it TJ Dillashaw and Homeboy?
Hold on, yeah.
Yo, Sage Northcutt. Don't play games, bro.
Shogun's fighting.
Oh, God. Who's he
2
fighting?
weeks. I don't know who this guy is. Hold on.
Oh,
Anthony
Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's going to fucking kill Shogun. Anthony Smith could fight. Shogun might be my favorite fighter of all time and shit, but him and Conda. But Shogun's going to get fucked up by Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith just murdered Rashad Evans on live TV. There it is. Let's see the fight card down here.
Poirier and your boy.
Oh
Poirier's fighting.
yeah, yep. Let's see what this one is, and then we'll. Now, what I will say is we already learned that fucking they both can beat each other. Because in that fight, fucking TJ, if there was one more minute in that round, TJ would have gone to sleep. Remember, fucking Garbrandt rocked his ass hard. TJ was wobbling all over the place trying to get back to his stool. We got Demetrius Johnson. He'll fucking smoke Cejudo, Gustafsson, and Gustafsson will smoke Uzdemir. Cub Swanson versus who? Renato Malcion. Brunson versus Juan Carlos Jr. Betch Craze, big ol' ass out here.
I don't know anyone else. This guy. Benito Lopez.
Ricky Simon.
Not the best. There's
Yeah, that
3 good
card's not that
fights.
good.
Well, I don't want to
I
say
mean, with the
good,
championship
but
fights, and there's a couple of the top 3 fights are dope.
I want to see the over here. This might be decent.
Yo, Dustin Poirier, my favorite 155er. Best to ever do it.
Okay.
Aldo and Stevens?
Hold on.
You want your J Check versus Tisha Torres? Who else we got?
Dude,
Is that
he's
Joe
still-
Duffy? Never
Uh,
mind. I lied.
This guy, dude.
Yeah. Olivia Albin-Mosier. The Alex Hernandez kid murdered the guy he fought. He debuted and fucking
These
killed
guys are
somebody.
ripped.
Keyshawn
I
Johnson.
think this is that.
Islam Makhachev.
Maybe not. I think he. I
He's
think
one of
he's-
those Dagestani guys.
Yeah. Don't know these guys.
Who's that? Hakeem.
Keem the Dream. He's massive. I'm just kidding. Mean. His name is Mean. 145.
Who's that? Jordan Mean versus Moreno? That'd be a good fight. Moreno could fight, but Jordan Mean probably smoke his ass. Is that Mac Desi versus Ross Pearson?
I guess we can hit on these another day. But
Yeah, we'll eventually do breakdowns for all those fights and stuff like that. But
I have fight cards. Not that good. I don't know. All right. Well,
yeah, so I mean the fights were good. I was bummed out that Ortega and Holloway didn't fight. I just hope that Max Holloway isn't croaking. All that shit. He needs to fucking recover. I mean, I think Max Holloway should eventually go up to 155. I don't know about you, but
well, especially when I heard he walks around over 200 pounds at home. Whatever they're eating in Hawaii.
200 pounds. That's fucking crazy. It makes 145. Like, he's fucking nuts, dude. How can you do that to yourself? They need to figure something out.
He's tall, but he's not like the tallest. And
He's
5'10",
5'11". He's
5'11".
longer than he is tall.
Yeah. So
He's
it's not
got
like
a
he's
decent
6'2" or
reach.
something.
But, like, dude, that's so fucking nuts, man. I can't believe that he cuts that much weight.
They gotta do something. I don't know.
Well, he couldn't make 155, remember? On short notice. I mean, I know it's only 10 pounds more, but...
Yeah, short notice. What was he at? 190 or something.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hola, fucking, I just ate some fucking animal crackers.
That would happen to
But-
BJ Penn too, though. He could go to any weight class. BJ Penn
Well,
be heavyweight.
Yeah, dude,
friggin-
BJ Penn fought a heavyweight, fucking
Ew.
fought Lil and Machida. They're both like fat as fuck. They look like fat little babies out there fighting each other. Lil Machida looks like he's
Eating
wearing
good on the
underwear.
islands.
Oh, speaking of that, Lil Machida signed a big old fat contract
Oh,
to
yeah,
fight
I've
over
seen
at
that.
Bellator.
That's good.
He'll get fucking wrecked by someone. Fucking Chael will call him out. Be like, karate doesn't work. Karate sucks.
Isn't he fighting soon?
Dude,
Did
Chael's
they
going to be the
fight?
heavyweight champ Bellator, man. I'm telling you.
He's gonna have to beat.
He's got to
what's
fight
his name?
Fedor.
That's not for the.
That's the semifinals.
He's gonna have to fight. What's his name?
Fedor.
No, I know. But I mean, if he wins that,
Eventually, he fights the winner of,
what's
what is it, Bader and who? Matt Mitrione?
yeah, Matreon, my boy Matreon's gonna.
Yo, fuck that. Yo, Chael Sonnen's going to win the whole thing. Shout out to Chael P. Sonnen, bro. Chael P. Sonnen. But yeah, so we just want to do a quick little recap. See, not much really going on now that the NBA stuff has dropped. Pretty soon, I'm hoping to have a couple of my buddies on and we could do a conspiracy, government,
Oh, God.
political style.
Who's into that?
Talk about world stuff. My buddy James and Aaron.
Oh no.
Try to have them on. We'll do deep dive with little conspiracy stuff, all that stuff.
Have Eddie
But
Bravo call in.
fuck it, yeah, we'll have Eddie Bravo call
Be
in.
using a
Look
voice
into
changer
it.
so they don't find him.
Look into it, man. Just all I'm saying is, look into it. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna call it a night. And hey, everyone out there, just make sure you take care of your underwears because David Taymor's out there prowling. So peace.
See ya.